This is a little video to show you how to solve a system of equations like the one I have here, but it could be two equations with two variables, any system. I'm going to show you how to solve it with a graphing calculator with a TI. I'm using a TI-84 here, but it's very similar on an 83. I'm going to use a matrix to solve this. Okay, so the first thing you need to know what a matrix is. So a matrix of this system, first off, I need the x's, the y's, the z's all lined up like this, in that order, then the equal signs, and then the constants. So if your equations aren't lined up like that, rearrange them so you got your x's, y's, z's, equal signs, and constants. Okay? And then if I just pull out the numbers, so you can see this represents the coefficients of the x terms, here's the coefficients of the y terms, and so forth. Okay? This is a matrix. It's just the numbers from this system. Okay? So I'm going to enter this into my calculator. I'm going to do that by going to the matrix menu. So it might be a little hard to see here. I'll try to put it up closer. But the matrix menu, I get to that right there. So I'm going to have to hit second first, and then that X to the negative first button. Okay, so that's going to bring me to the matrix menu. So second, x to the negative first, here I am, okay? You might have some stuff entered here, but don't worry, if you do, you can rewrite right on top of it. So on the top here, it says names, math, and edit in the columns. I want to go over to edit, okay? And you can store this anywhere you like. I'm just going to put it in the A position, in the first spot here. So I'll hit enter. And then I need to tell my, my calculator the dimensions of this matrix, okay? So this has 3 rows. So this is row 1, row 2, and row 3. And it has 4 columns. Column 1, column 2, column 3, column 4. Okay, so the way you name matrices is rows by columns. Okay, so this particular one is going to be a 3 by 4, and pretty much all of the systems with 3 equations and 3 variables are going to be 3 by 4s. So I need to tell my my calculator that this is a 3 by 4. I'm going to hit 3, enter, and then 4, enter, and now it's got all zeros right now, but I've got a 3 by 4. It's not showing the whole thing because it just doesn't have enough space, but if I scroll to the right, oh, there's the rest of it. So it's all zeros, okay? So now I'm just going to enter these numbers that I have here, okay? So first up is a negative 4. So I can't just hit minus and then 4. That's not going to work. I'm not subtracting anything. So I want to hit the negative button, which is the negative down here, the one with parentheses. It's right below the 3. Okay, so I'm going to hit that and then 4, enter. And then it automatically scrolls over to the next position here, and I've got 2. So I'm hitting 2, enter. 4, enter, negative 18. So after every entry, I hit enter, and then it'll just move to the next spot. So I'm here now, 4, 4, 2, negative 6, and then I've got 1, negative 3, 2, negative 2. The bell just rang. Okay, so I've got that all entered. So now what I want to do is go back to my home screen. So I'm going to do that with the quit function. It's right above mode. So I'm going to hit second and then mode to quit to go back to my home screen. Okay, so now I'm on my home screen. I'm going to go back to the matrix menu again. So again, second and then x to the negative first. Okay, and so then I can see, okay, there's my matrix that I entered. I want to do some math with this matrix. I want to put this matrix in what's called reduced row echelon form. So I'm going to go over to the math column, and I'm going to scroll down to RREF, which stands for reduced row echelon form. A lot of people will go for ref, but that's something different. We want the RREF one. I'm going to choose that by hitting enter. Okay, and now I'm going to put something in reduced row echelon form. I have to tell my calculator what I'm putting in reduced row echelon form. I'm going to put matrix A, what I have stored under matrix A. So I'm going to go back to the matrix menu one more time. Okay, and I'm going to just choose the name of the matrix where I stored it. So enter for me here. And now on my home screen, I'm taking reduced row echelon form of matrix A. So if I hit enter, that pops out. Okay, so this is this same matrix but rearranged in a more convenient way in reduced row echelon form. Okay, so if you think about what the top row of my original matrix means. This is negative 4x plus 2y plus 4z equals negative 18. So if I look at the top row here, this is 1x plus 0y plus 0z equals 1. So really 1x equals 1. That means x equals 1. So this top row is really telling me that x equals 1. Okay? Same kind of thing in the second row, 0x plus 1y plus 0z equals negative 1. So y equals negative 1. Okay, and then 1z equals negative 3, so z equals negative 3. So this last column is really your x, y, and z values in order from top to bottom. And that is how to solve a system quickly. It takes a little getting used to how to punch the, to enter the matrices into your calculator, but once you do, you can solve large systems pretty quickly. And that's it.